missiles, bombs, and drones?
I think that Iran's military capabilities are very much misunderstood in the West. Iran's capabilities to attack the Israeli regime are a sideshow. Those are long-range missiles that are used. In the case of the Persian Gulf region, the Indian Ocean, and West Asia, and the other side of the Persian Gulf, the Iranians have tens of thousands of medium-range missiles and short-range missiles and hundreds of thousands of drones that they can use. And they have countless underground bases that they've been creating ever since the United States invaded Iraq and ever since Iran was called an axis of evil. So for many years, Iran has been preparing for a potential attack by the United States. So Iran's real capabilities are directed at the United States. And I think that while Iran has been working on its defenses over the last 8-9 months, but this is going to be a war of offense. In other words, the two sides are going to be striking each other. And as you've seen, Iran has been striking at targets across the Persian Gulf and Israel and the Israeli regime. But the Israeli regime continued to strike. As I said in the morning, just this morning, they also struck a gym and murdering 15 people inside, including some kids, apparently.
My heart goes out to children, to any innocent person caught in something like this. But to bomb a school, a girls' school, and kill 51 young girls, of course, is reprehensible. What do you think the Americans and the Israelis are aiming at? Are they trying to sow chaos, confusion, and hatred, or are they trying to attack military and leadership targets?
Well, first of all, Judge, the number that have been killed up till now is 85 in the school. So they're mostly kids and some of their teachers. But so it's much larger than the previous numbers, and I'm not sure if this is the final number yet. But there are different interpretations. Some believe that Trump is under pressure, that they may have something on him, and that's why he feels the need to strike. The belief is also that Netanyahu needs a war in order to continue his to remain in power as the prime minister. He's just the whole 2 years and the last few months since October 7th. He's been seeking crisis after crisis to remain in power, to stay out of jail. But I also think personally that it is because of Western miscalculation. It is because in the West they believe their own propaganda that Iran is imploding, that Iran is about to collapse, that it's a house of cards, that it is an unpopular regime, as they love to call it. And actually, I did a program on Al Mayadeen television, which was broadcast yesterday, which shows how from the 1980s, Iran, in the New York Times, the Washington Post, and other media outlets, they constantly would say Iran is on the verge of collapse. The revolution is falling apart. There's a second revolution coming. This is like the 1980s and then the 1990s. So this narrative, this never-ending narrative of imminent Iranian collapse, or the imminent collapse of Iran, has been going on literally since the beginning of the revolution. And these people believe it because they want to believe it. Or the people that they fund to put out the propaganda, all those Persian language media channels and all the TV channels that constantly say it, I think many of those analysts come to believe their own propaganda. Even though during the 12-day war it was proven that this is nonsense, even though people come to the streets and came to the streets on the anniversary of the celebration. But that narrative is so powerful in the West that it cannot be broken. But I think that they will once again in this war see that they will fail against Iran. This will end very badly for the United States. It will end badly for the world, and it will end badly for the Israeli regime. Obviously, many Iranians are going to die. I myself, many tell me don't do interviews because I may be a target, but me and others, millions of others, we're going to remain steadfast until the United States is forced to back down and accept defeat.
You're a great man, Professor Morandi, not because you and I are friends and colleagues, but because you have attributes of greatness and of selflessness. How determined is the Iranian government to strike at the leadership of the Israeli government, which is the instigator of all of this?
And with that,
Well,
I'm going to
from what
switch over here to another TV, and we're going to go right to this one here. And this is the attack that's actually occurring in Tel Aviv a few hours ago. It'll give you an idea that what isn't being covered by, of course, the Western media, because they don't want to show that, in fact, Israel's getting slammed.
Coming to you with urgent breaking developments out of Israel. And what we are about to show you, what is being documented right now by thousands of people on the ground, is something that the architects of this conflict never expected to be explaining on day 2. The second wave has arrived. Iran is striking Tel Aviv again. And this time the scale is larger, the penetrations are deeper, and the defense systems that were supposed to hold are not holding. The videos are coming in faster than we can process them. Multiple angles, multiple neighborhoods, multiple points of impact across the Tel Aviv metropolitan area. Fires that were already burning from the first wave are now joined by new explosions. The skyline that Israelis have looked at their entire lives is unrecognizable tonight. Column after column of smoke rising against the darkness. Emergency services overwhelmed. Sirens that have not stopped since the first wave began, now joined by new alerts, new warnings, new impact reports from districts that were untouched an hour ago. And the defense systems, both of them, are failing to hold the line. Let us be precise and direct about what we are seeing because the language matters here. The Iron Dome is not simply being overwhelmed by volume. The American Patriot batteries that were repositioned to the Israeli theater as part of Washington's force posture ahead of this operation are not performing at the rates their operational specifications promise. We are watching in real time.
So we'll make it real short here, folks. The missiles they're launching are their older stockpile of weapons, and they've got tens and thousands of those older missiles. They have not used their latest and most powerful missiles. We're talking missiles that can travel between 12 and 16 Mach. We're talking missiles that when they hit the ground will blow everything up, not just in one little spot, but everything for a wide area. So that shock wave will be immense. So it's coming, folks. We are just seeing the start of this. And if you want to tune in, I'll be posting all night long, constantly giving you updates of what's going on. This is the Conscious Hour. Please share these so we can get the right information out, because we know that the Western media, they're kind of biased. Joking, they're really biased. Thanks for tuning in to the Conscious Hour. Hit the like and share button so other people can see what's going on.